Yo, what's the dinner now? Hey, forget and never mind all the fake love and all that. I ain't with all that, right? If you supposed to be any form of my people, whether it's through blood relation or not, or whether it's from us being from the same tribe or us being from the same neighborhood, and you support it, whether actively or whether overtly or covertly, right? Whether subtly or just openly, if you supported a false narrative that depicted me in a false light, we ain't cool. We ain't nothing like, you feel me? Because me in my life, everything that I do, I'ma always side with the righteous. I'ma always side with what's right and not what's popular, what's trending or nothing of that nature. So you can't say you got no type of love, connection, or care, nothing about me if you supported a cat that went on social media, live on social media, made some disparaging remarks about me. That's not an adequate representation of who I am as a black man, who I am as a Crip, who I am as a PJ Watts member, who I am as a father, or who I am just in the totality of me, like, you feel me? And we'll never be cool. And I just want to thank and praise God for the revelation, for showing me, how certain people's indirectly feel, how certain people's hold on to jealousy, envy, hidden animosity, hatred, and all these lower vibing frequencies and whatnot. So I appreciate that older cat for going on social media and creating that false narrative and seeing how many people from my tribe, my community, and certain peoples that's kind of like watched me grow up, this kind of like family that jumped on that, liked it, loved it, made comments and all that. For one of my homegirls, it's cool, like, because I know that you was misinformed. You didn't know what was going on. The information wasn't available to you, and you really don't interact with me, so you don't know. So when you hear this false narrative, and then an individual putting certain impartial, I don't want to say impartial truth because the truth is the truth, but an individual using certain logical and certain key points to get people's emotionally involved to respond the way that the person orchestrated it for individuals to respond. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Like, that's all gravy. Like, but just because you lost me as a friend or as a, kin folks and all that, that don't mean you gained me as an enemy. Like, you feel me? So I just want to put that out there. But for an individual to like, share, love, and comment on a video that's assassinating my character, when you know that I've been pushing for peace and my stance still is, let's find a way to resolve this. And this is a perfect opportunity to take this opportunity, seize this opportunity, and start talking about how do we resolve this. And this heated exchange, like, you feel what I'm saying? And people also gotta be conscious of this too. Just because my people ain't sound off and my people ain't getting the comments and start, creating conflict and all that, and, saying they side, saying they pieces and all that, that don't mean that I don't got people that don't mean that I don't have people that love me. Like, you understand what I'm saying? Like, so when we get on these type of platforms, we start sharing these false narratives because it's ego based and it's personal and all that. We got to think about what it's doing to our community and our culture, because everything that you accuse me of doing is what you did. A motherfucker got on Facebook Live and told people they need to get rid of me. What? It's like, and people like that. People from our community shared that shit. Certain people. And we got to be mindful of that, because what you did can grow its own set of legs and then create the reality that you put out there. That false narrative that you put out there, that can become a reality because you didn't do what you're supposed to do as an elder individual from the community. If you know me or know of me and we didn't have dialogue, you could have reached out like you usually reach out, in the past and say, hey, little homie, hey, little brother, you know, this is my perception of it, or this is how I feel, or you know, I feel like this, and how can we you know, rectify that, little brother? Because the elders in the community, that's what we supposed to do. We supposed to put an end to conflict, not pull an accelerant on it so that it can accelerate and escalate to a point that nobody wanted to go to. Like, man, like everything that you accused me of, you went on that video and did it. Now let's just say it's some easily influenceable individual out there that hears your message. Oh, we need to get rid of them. We need to stop them. We need to do this. Hey, family, we need to woo G-love and all that. Like, imagine if somebody bite into that, and then you just got this person hurt for coming against a person that's you know what I mean? Like we gotta be mindful of the shit that we say, Kim, folks. And then your nephews and all these dudes is jumping on it, but can't nobody say how I disrespected you. Can't nobody say how I disrespected Gray Street. Can't nobody say how I'm trying to start a war. Can't nobody say this. But you got all these bozos in the comments that saying this and saying that. Like, I don't disrespect my elders, but a lot of people's got blood on their hands from both sides, and they try to shoot the messenger before their ignominious misconduct become exposed, before them playing both sides against the middle, before the light gets on them. They want to say, oh, him, whoop, to discredit a person. But I'm not here to keep up nonsense and drama and all that, like, you feel me? But let's not get on this motherfucker and play, because you telling people, basically, you insinuating to take my life. How that play out for the last dude that played with me like that, man? But that ain't what a motherfucker own. I'm trying to find a solution. I done got into it with my homies for saying, hey, we should give an ear to these cats and potentially have a ceasefire. Now, that's like a slap in the face. It's, hold on, before this motherfucker die. It's dudes from the Jordan Downs, man, that I done had in the projects with me, young and old. And y'all know I ain't on that. Y'all know I ain't trying to start no war. But for y'all to support that like that, especially your older cats, like, man, we'll never be cool again on Mike, because there's no justifying that. Hold on. Yeah. So that video that was made of me, that's the culprit. He the culprit. That's how you create division, because your people with your false narrative gonna feel a certain type of way. My people is gonna feel a some type of way, because you creating a false narrative and insinuating for people to do something to me. Like, man, I ain't never been the type of dude to just let somebody do something to me, OG. And for the older cats from that side that know, I've been in communication with some of you cats for upward of 10 years, talking about how we can resolve this. Several of you older cats from that side then hit my phone, and we done politic, and we done powwowed, and we done talk about resolution and all that. For you to know me, for you to know that I'm not the individual that's trying to perpetuate this division in between none of the housing developments, and you ain't either check your homie or like, nah, not Bobby A, not him. That ain't his get down. He one of the ones that be talking to us and trying to, you know, figure this thing out and bring some type of resolve. That means y'all got some type of hand in animosity, or you niggas got blood on y'all hands. And motherfuckers is afraid that I'm gonna expose the blood they got on their hands. Man, I'm not here to do that. I'm not here to open up old wounds, and can't nobody tell me how I'm opening up old wounds. You feel what I'm saying? Like, so before people start liking and sharing shit, and it's some of the cats from my projects, man, I really wanna be negative with you, but I shouldn't be negative when God is in the midst of things. When God show you something, you got to take it for what it is and keep it rolling, because if it was a snake, it could have bit me. Imagine I'm out rolling with somebody, like, we want to go get something to eat, or we want to go make a business play or go do something, like, you feel me, and I'm with this dude. And somebody called him like, what's the deal? Oh man, I'm right here chilling with Yay. And whoopty whoop whoop. Oh, where y'all at, man? Whoopty whoop whoop and all that. And nigga come and snake me, blow my head off because I thought this dude was my partner. This dude was my homie. Cause he seen me grow up as a kid. And you shared that shit on me? When I didn't talk to you and I got receipts of, hey, Hitty, the cats on the other side, man, they want to have a ceasefire. They want to have a sit down. Oh, man, I'm with it. Man, I'm with you and all that. We didn't have that type of dialogue. So when you heard this old dude spitting this venom, you should either checked it or you should have not given it any energy. Not only did you like it on his page, you liked it when you shared it on your page and you commented. Like, homie, like, and I'm not here to defend my honor. I'm not here to defend my stance because my stance is still the same. I'm just here to talk about betrayal and deceit and how we be thinking people is, you know, on a level where it isn't cool, but they really ain't cool. So this is a message to everybody out there. Start allowing your intuition to guide you. If you detect any type of scandalousness, detect any type of shadiness in an individual, but you haven't witnessed it, follow your intuition. Because with certain cats, my intuition been told me, I been knew intuitively that certain cats weren't really them cats. And then this shit in Watts gets so deep, homie. This shit in Watts gets so deep that a lot of people then did a lot of underhand shit. A lot of people then did a lot of underhand shit. So when Yay get a platform and Yay start getting crazy numbers and all that, and Yay start talking about the history and all that, niggas get frantic and discontent. Like, is they gonna tell them this? Is they gonna find out this? Because if my homies know that I was doing this, then that put me in a situation to where I can't go to the Imperial Courts or the Jordan Downs. I'm not here to do that. A lot of dudes got skeletons in their closet and they look at me as the skeleton key. The thing about a skeleton key, they can open a lot of locks. And these niggas don't want them skeletons to be exposed. I'm not here to expose skeletons, homie. If a person feel like certain questions shouldn't have been asked, you could have reached out to me and we could have had a conversation. And I could have said, you know what, that got a lot of logic to it. That make a lot of sense. So let me refrain from doing this and doing that. Why did it have to go to the point to a person assassinating my character and making me appear to be the type of person that I'm really not? Like, you feel what I'm saying? That's because a lot of people's then engaged in a lot of secret shit. A lot of people's then engaged in a lot of shit surreptitiously. So people want to know, well, if his skeletons come out, then my skeletons can come out. And it ain't just the Jordan Downs, it's Imperial Courts, and it's a lot of other hoods in Imperial Courts where a lot of people's then did a lot of dishonorable shit that they got a lot of honorable people up out of there. I'm not here to expose y'all secrets. Them demons is already eating y'all ass up. Them demons already fucking y'all up. I'm here to find a resolution for these babies. So how do we resolve this? Because just because my people ain't sounding off, that don't mean my people don't feel some type of way. Just because my peoples ain't in the comments and doing and all that, that don't mean that my people don't feel no type of way. It's youngsters calling, wanting to, big homie, what's the deal? Like, ooh, no. Because that will only give relevance to an irrelevant point that a person didn't express. So we ain't gonna do that. We ain't gonna let this person create this false narrative about me creating division, and then the division manifests, and then he be like, see, told you, that come from him. No. Why people's when this vocal when other things transpired in the community of Watson? Then you gotta also understand people's stance. Go back and watch some of these old videos when a person thought that the Imperial Courts was guilty of doing a certain act, and it was like, oh, what's up with the P's? Man, y'all better figure that out. Y'all better whoop. Like you giving an ultimatum to the Imperial Courts. Why when people interact and talk about the Imperial Courts, it's always from a superior position? And this is what a lot of people get mad at. Because when we start telling our story and people have been creating this false narrative of them being superior and them being this and them being that, it makes a lot of people have a lot of different questions. See, this shit is deeper than rap, man. This shit is deeper than Nino Brown, baby. It's just yay, eloquent, articulate, able to formulate words and get people to see a clear vision of what it is that I'm, verbally giving a portrayal of. Oh, that little nigga words is powerful. People gonna listen to him. We can't let him talk. And I got OG homies, right, that interact with that cat on a heavy level. If it was a problem or if it was misunderstanding or misinterpretation of anything that I said, why y'all ain't hit me? Because a lot of you dudes is in cahoots with them dudes, and a lot of you dudes then put shit together to get a lot of people out the way. Me, I'ma stand on truth, man. I don't need nobody to support me when God is supporting me. That was a revelation from God. We live in a time of revelation, man. Everything should be revealed. And then the negative forces now is bigger than us, right? The negative forces know that the consciousness of us as a people is shifting. The paradigms is shifting. A lot of people is becoming privy to information that we wasn't privy to in the past. So now that we became privy to this information, it's a great awakening. So what the negative force is going to do? Is going to bombard us with misinformation, mix in with the information. And the only way to get through it is pray for the ability to have discernment, to differentiate the truth from a lie. And sometimes the lie is so prevalent. Sometimes the lie is so accepted by the masses that a lot of people misinterpret it as being the truth. But that's when your discernment comes in at. When the decorated lies is constantly placed in our face. Why ain't you believing it? Man, but he said whoopty whoop. And I'm going to tell you about a lie, right? I'm going to tell you how to orchestrate a lie that it be accepted by people that's vibing on a lower frequency. When you tell a lie, you tell a little bit of the truth. And that's what Kim folks gave y'all. A little bit of the truth. Oh, I ain't going to get into it, but I ain't going to say too much. But if you want to know who started this war, look no further than your daddy. Big Jones started this war. That's an impartial truth. And people should know that it's an impartial truth, because you said, well, I ain't going to get into it. What led up to that, Kim folks? What led up to that? What led up to the climax of the moment? What led up to the explosion? But they don't want to talk about that. The reason why individuals don't want to talk about that, because now you got to shift the blame. You got to put the guilt on somebody else. I'm not going to talk about it because this situation is already becoming so inflamed to where I'm constantly getting phone calls. Constantly. And then, I don't know who gave my number out, but niggas planning on, oh, we gonna unalive you, and I'm not worried about none of that. You got to bring some ass to get some ass, partner. Oh, you and your homie, wooty woo woo woo. Oh, you niggas is next. Bring it. Because me and my homie, wooty woo woo, we stomp down soldiers. We warriors. We expect the unexpected. We see without being able to physically see with our eyes because we in tune. We ain't worried about that. And if y'all wasn't feeling the way that y'all currently feeling, then that'll tell me that I'm doing something wrong. So when I get on this mother sucker, man, and I start spitting knowledge, wisdom, and understanding in order for us to obtain peace, justice, and equality, that let me know I'm doing something right. Like these OG cats, and it ain't just from Imperial Courts, man. My support system ain't just in Imperial Courts. So you got to be mindful of what worms you open up, because you don't know who I fuck with and who fuck with me. It's a lot of people that feel some type of way about this false narrative, a lot. But the thing is, those who do don't say, and those who say don't do. So people, it gets so deep that a lot of people not gonna come to the social media shit and start sounding off and saying this and saying that like you and your people did towards me, and that's cool. But we need some type of resolution. We need some type of resolution, because your misconduct, your misrepresentation of me has created an inflamed situation on both sides. Your people accepting this false narrative, and my folks knowing what type of guy I am, in the way that you came up against me, and not just me, but my family. You put lies out there on my family, but you excused and you neglected to address what your people's contributed to that. We need to get this shit right. We need to get this shit right. It's not a joke. It's not a game. Misery love company. Now you're going to see how authentic and genuine some of these older cats is. How much are you really pushing for peace? Because we got an inflamed situation right here. The last inflamed situation I had with the confidential informant, nigga, the government provocateur, older cats from the Jordans reached, oh man, y'all need to talk. And we talked, we resolved it. His homies let him know some of the shit that he did was wrong, unbecoming of a man or a gangster, and that some of the things that I expressed was actually right, and that was supposed to be over with. But this cat and his ego wanted to reignite this shit, and that's what I talk about a government or agent provocateur. Agent provocateur is the type of person that incite things and then hide their hands and make it seem like it was no. And that's part of the 48 laws of power too, man. So you gotta understand where these individuals be coming from, man. A lot of this shit be manipulation tactics as a means to create a flea flicker, as a means to create a distraction, as a means to escape responsibility and accountability and all this. If all these dudes is pushing for Watts and his Watts and all that, okay, how do we resolve this on some Watts shit with that older cat and the stuff he was saying? The young niggas ain't worried about. Fuck them on mic. Even, I didn't want to do it, but even the cat from my project that, shared that false narrative, fuck us too. In my eyes, for you to do something of that when you know your little homie, your little kin folks ain't on that, that's treasonous, my nigga. You been feeling some type of way. God is going to reveal everything in an appropriate time. And y'all wonder why when individuals get up out of certain environments and atmospheres and they go on to excel in life in other places, y'all wonder why they don't come back. Y'all wonder why they don't come back. Because amongst my people, I'm condemned. But among foreigners, I'm praised. So why would a motherfucker come back with resources and solutions and all that, and a person is looked upon amongst his own people as being a person that's not worthy of acknowledgement, or a person that's not worthy of not necessarily praise, but just like, man, Ken folks did it and he came back. So this is all I say. All my people that know that I be pushing for peace in between all Watts, and you like Cuz video, you share Cuz video, you provided a comment in support of what he was saying with this false narrative, fuck you. On my mama, fuck you. On Stevie, fuck you. On Lil Mike, fuck you. That's treasonous. A motherfucker can't get up on any platform or any social media outlet and lie about my people. Especially for my folks that's from my tribe. Like, oh no, man, that's my homie. Like, my homie don't do that. My homie ain't on that. Or no, that's my homegirl. My homegirl don't get down like that. Even if I don't want to be vocal in it, I'm not going to support it. I'm not going to like it, because when you like it, you just secondhand the narrative. Oh, you trying to creep. Good morning, family. G motherfucker united. To all my people, we got a whooping weed. We got a whooping weed, and we got to stop him. We got to stop Baby Yaya. Baby Yaya is trying to create division among the Jordan family and my Pure Crust family, both of my project. Like, come on, partner. You just sat right there and me and you ain't never talked personally. You went on there and he tricked my brother, Maniac, and he tricked my brother, my brother, like, come on, Kim, folks. Like, let's be honest. But I ain't about to get on here and bloviate and all that. Like, my life is good. Like, I'm cool. I'm chilling. Like, I'm in a comfortable position. The position that I was when I was stuck in the projects, I'm not in that position no more. But individuals go out and we learn new things. We develop relationships, and we say, ooh, I can't wait to take this back to my community. My people can really use this. My partners in the projects can really benefit from this. Man, I can't wait to take this back. I can't wait to show my player partners how to get some bread like this so they can get up out the streets. But then these type of situations manifest, and you be like, ooh, they snakish. And it ain't all my folks. I see who it is, like, you feel me? And I hear about, you know, certain whispers and all that from both sides, like, because I'm in tune. It's some people out there that got authentic and genuine love for me. They be like, yay, woo, 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 woo. But that older cat, you know what this is about, man. This is about, yeah, like, secrets is starting to come out, like, you feel me? And then when these secrets come out and these secrets has been exposed, these fake facades dissipate. These fake reputations diminish, and now you see individuals for being the demonic peoples that they are, clothed under personality and charisma. The devil, Satan, is one of the most charismatic entities out there. He know how to beguile you. He know how to charm you. He know how to get you to buy into a false narrative. And then when you open your eyes, it's too late. You done already been seduced. But y'all still be blessed, man. I ain't about to get on this thing and bloviate and all that, man. Y'all still been, you know, do what it is that you do on mic.